Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am his Grandcat and today we are going to complete the heroic ring domination and get ourselves the double heroic Roman Reigns. You can see that we have already completed the prize Ricky Saints, we've got the adventurer Rey Mysterio, and we are one shard away from getting the heroic upgrade. And if we take a look at our deck here, you can see that we have been training up all the rest of our cards here. Roman Reigns is not quite ready yet. He's only got 46 of his 100 matches, so it'll be a little while before we get the double heroic of him. But if we go into here and play this one game, doesn't matter if we win or lose, we will still get the card regardless, and we'll get the double heroic Roman Reigns at some point later in the future. So our prize today is 1 Pro Forging Crystal, and you know what, I think we're going to go ahead and train up our Roman Reigns. That is completely fine. We will have Shawn Michaels attack our Roman Reigns as well. And either we'll get a Pro Forging Crystal or the opponent will attack us again, giving us another match. Here, Shawn Michaels won there. Again, we don't need to worry about getting a perfect game, and we can't get a perfect game because we don't have another up arrow. But instead, I'm just going to go ahead and put the Rock over here. Again, looks like Shawn Michaels is getting his matches in today. And we'll go ahead and use the Rock here just to finish off this little game. And we have 8 picks remaining with only 1 piece needing to be done. And I think it's going to be this one. With an Ethan Page, we have got ourselves the heroic upgrade. And there we have, there is our heroic Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself. We're going to go ahead and dust that Ethan Page. And if I wanted to continue, I could, forgetting the Ignition or Void cards, but I don't really think I need to. The next thing I'm going to worry about is getting the Team Road to Glory event done, where we'll be getting the Adventurer LA Knight. But let's go ahead and do a couple of games of Boom, shall we? We're up to 3 wins at the moment, so we've got a little bit to go before we get the 12-win streak. And that's perfect. Nice and easy. And this will be a perfect game for us, where we will be able to get the maximum score. There's only one more thing that could trip us up, and that is the LA Knight that can attack all upwards. And we're just going to leave that space there so that he doesn't KO any of our own cards. And there we go, 68,566 points is currently the maximum score that we can get off of the way that our deck is currently set up. There are ways to make the deck, to get more points, but they are less consistent, so that's why I'm going with that. I'm going for this version. An interesting start here, to say the least. Dang, I don't have anything that attacks to the upper right, which is annoying. I think just for the sake of winning the match, we are going to have to use our Cody Rhodes here. And that was what I was waiting for. Just arrived one too late for us. So we're not going to be able to get a perfect game because our Code Roads didn't heal 3 of our cards, but we should still be able to get a decent amount here. And there we go. Only 58,000 because we didn't give the plus 4,000 to 3 cards, and that is what cost us there. Some people ask me how you do particularly well in Boom, and there's a large part of it that's down to luck. There is a lot of it that is making the right decisions, the right moves, but sometimes if the opponent just gets a lot of cards that just take over a tremendous amount of spaces, there's not an awful lot you can do about it. And there we go, that's all we needed. I mean, the key strategies are making sure the cards that heal cards, you're making sure that you get the most use out of them, and the ones that attack all, you just need to make sure that they aren't attacking your own cards, only the opponent's. Sometimes it is necessary to attack your own cards if you are locked in by the opponent, and that's why we're using them. Also, I think we might have enough nice tokens to do another naughty or nice. Let's take a quick look, shall we? We do, we have 18. And what shall we use? We're only using the nice tokens because we currently have the nice multiplier. Oh, we can make the pro of this Mandy Rhodes. That's good. We'll go ahead and use this table. And we're looking for the 500, the 300, and the 250. Crap, I clicked on 50 instead of 500. I saw the 50 and I was like, yep, that must be it. That was silly of me. Well, let's go ahead and play our last 2 Boom games, and then that'll be it for this little video. Okay, this is where the opponent starts getting a bit more difficult, a bit more tricky. Okay, so we need to really start planning our moves out a little bit better here. So it's important not to let the opponent progress too far, which is what I am trying to do here. It's generally better to take over the red spaces than to take over the opponent's cards. But in some instances, you win by making the best move that you've got. And by doing this, we should have a perfect game once again. And I think we've got just enough time for one more game of Boom before we finish up today's little video. That is particularly irritating. I think we're going to use JC Mateo, Jeff Cobb, to take over this space here, because if we use Ultimate Warrior to take over this space, then we don't have anything that can take over this space, should the other one be taken over. So that's what we're going to go for here. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted to happen, but it's not the worst, because our Joe Hendry could help a little bit here. It'd be nice if we had something that could take over multiple spaces here, but unfortunately we don't. It looks like everything that I have here is really only taking over one space, with the exception of using the LA Knight to take over the entire top row, but we're trying to keep that for a little bit later. But unfortunately, we might need to just go ahead and use that right now, because I don't see any real better moves at the moment. Okay, Rock is pretty good. I think if I could take over that Brock Lesnar space and just get rid of everything, that would be amazing. But I'm not entirely confident on that, so I think we are going to use Rock here. I think we're going to take over these ones. Okay, from there we should be able to win. Before I do that, I'm going to think carefully here. I'm going to start with this. No, not that one. CM Punk. So unfortunately, this isn't helping. Okay, that helps tremendously. I was trying to work out the best way to set that up, and there we have it. And Brock Lesnar will go to the other side, not KOing any of our cards, and Cody Rhodes will heal all these guys. Brings up to 59,000. And there we go, folks. We're on 8 wins. We've got a little bit more to go before we get up to our 12 wins. So I'm going to work away on that when I have the opportunity. Let's go ahead and we've got a 6-win streak here. I think I'll leave that for just now. I've got a couple of other things that I need to do today, and then I will return back to that a little bit later on. But in terms of our Naughty or Nice quest, we only need to win 2 more games of Boom, and we'll get 10 more Naughty tokens, the coals. Now we need to win 12 more games, or play 12 more games 24/7 in order to get those 10 last Nice tokens. So that is now going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.